Some breakfast foods seem harmless, and some are even sold as heart healthy or good for seniors. But after 60, your body reacts to food very differently than it once did. And one common breakfast choice may be quietly spiking your blood sugar before your day even begins. If you've noticed more fatigue after breakfast, stronger cravings, or stubborn belly weight, your breakfast could be part of the problem. And the surprising part is this: many older adults are eating these foods every single morning thinking they're making healthy choices. As we get older, insulin sensitivity naturally changes, digestion slows down, and muscle mass decreases over time. Blood vessels also become more sensitive to sugar spikes, sodium, and heavily processed foods after age 60. That means the same breakfast you tolerated years ago may affect your energy and blood sugar very differently today. Some foods create fast spikes and crashes, while others leave you hungry again within only a few hours. And some quietly increase inflammation and strain on the heart slowly over time without obvious warning signs. This is not your fault, because many breakfast foods were marketed as healthy and convenient for decades. But today, we're going to look at 4 breakfast foods many seniors may want to avoid after 60. And we'll also cover 4 much better options that are simple, affordable, and easier on the body. You do not need a strict diet, and you do not need to give up every food you enjoy. Small changes can make a surprisingly big difference in your energy and overall health after 60. And if you have diabetes, heart disease, kidney problems, or take blood pressure medication, talk with your doctor first. Now let's start with one of the most common breakfast mistakes many seniors still make every single morning. Sugary breakfast cereals may look harmless, and some even say whole grain or high in vitamins on the box. But many of these cereals are loaded with added sugar and highly processed carbohydrates that hit the bloodstream quickly. The problem is not just the sugar itself, but how fast the body absorbs it after age 60. Many older adults notice they feel hungry again only 1 or 2 hours after eating these breakfasts. Others feel shaky, sleepy, foggy, or start craving snacks long before lunchtime arrives each day. That quick spike and crash can become much stronger after 60, especially without enough protein or fiber. Granola can create the same problem because some brands contain more sugar than many desserts people normally avoid. And dried fruit clusters can quietly add even more concentrated sugar without people realizing how much they consume. What makes this tricky is that these foods still look healthy. So many people never question them. A much better option is plain oatmeal with protein added in to slow digestion and support steadier energy. Try adding chia seeds, walnuts, Greek yogurt, or even eggs on the side for a better balance. That combination helps blood sugar stay steadier longer and may reduce those exhausting mid-morning crashes many seniors feel. And the next one is even more common than sugary cereal or sweet granola after age 60. White toast, bagels, muffins, and pastries are everywhere because they're fast, convenient, and comforting in the morning. But refined white flour breaks down extremely quickly into sugar once it enters the body after age 60. What looks healthy can still spike your blood sugar after 60, especially when paired with sugary drinks. A plain bagel alone can contain a massive amount of fast-digesting carbohydrates that raise blood sugar very quickly. And when butter, jam, cream cheese, or sweet coffee drinks get added, the sugar load becomes even higher. Many seniors notice they feel tired after eating these breakfasts, but they blame aging instead of the meal itself. Some also begin gaining weight mostly around the stomach area, despite feeling like they barely eat very much. The body simply handles refined carbohydrates differently after 60, especially when physical activity and muscle mass decrease naturally. Instead of white bread or pastries every morning, try real whole grain toast with protein or healthy fats instead. Even simple changes like avocado, eggs, or natural peanut butter can help keep energy much more stable daily. Quick check-in. If this is helpful, comment 1 so I know you're still here with me today. Now let's talk about a breakfast food many people grew up believing was completely normal and harmless. Processed breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, deli ham, and frozen breakfast sandwiches can create problems quietly over time. The issue is not just fat, but also heavy sodium, preservatives, and processed oils that stress the body. For some older adults, these foods may contribute to higher blood pressure and increased strain on the heart. And because these effects happen slowly, many people never connect them back to their breakfast habits over time. The damage can feel hidden and quietly build for years without obvious warning signs appearing at first glance. That does not mean you can never enjoy these foods again, but eating them daily may not help. A better approach is choosing smaller portions and simpler protein sources that are easier on the aging body. Eggs, turkey, cottage cheese, or even leftover chicken can sometimes become much smarter breakfast choices after age 60. And the next breakfast mistake surprises many seniors because it still looks incredibly healthy from the outside. Flavored yogurts and fruit smoothies often appear healthy, but many are actually packed with liquid sugar daily. Some fruit smoothies contain more sugar than soda, especially when sweetened yogurt or flavored syrups get added regularly. And liquid sugar can raise blood sugar even faster because the body absorbs it extremely quickly after drinking. Many sweet yogurts have the same problem, despite the container looking healthy and light on the grocery shelf. Some contain huge amounts of added sugar hidden inside very small servings that people finish in minutes. This can lead to energy crashes, stronger cravings, and increased hunger later in the day after breakfast ends. A much smarter option is unsweetened Greek yogurt with real berries added in for natural sweetness and fiber. You still get flavor and creaminess, but with more protein and far less added sugar than before. Blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries also add natural fiber, helping digestion slow down and energy remain steadier longer. Now here's the good news. You do not have to rebuild your entire diet overnight to feel better. Most seniors do much better with small breakfast swaps that feel realistic and easy to repeat every morning. The goal is not perfection, but steadier energy, fewer crashes, and breakfasts that support the body after 60. Now let's look at 4 much better breakfast options that are simple and easier on the body daily. Plain oatmeal can be one of the simplest breakfast upgrades after 60, but the key word is plain. Not instant flavored packets, and not brown sugar oatmeal cups loaded with hidden sugar and artificial ingredients. Oats contain soluble fiber, which slows digestion and may support steadier blood sugar and cholesterol levels naturally. But oatmeal works even better when you add protein or healthy fat to balance the meal more effectively. Try walnuts, chia seeds, flaxseed, plain Greek yogurt, or a boiled egg on the side for better balance. This turns a simple bowl of oats into a breakfast that keeps you full much longer throughout mornings. It is warm, affordable, easy to make, and much gentler on the body after age 60 overall. And the best part is this: you can adjust it without making breakfast complicated or difficult every day. Eggs with vegetables are another strong option for many older adults wanting steadier energy and better fullness daily. Eggs provide protein, which helps slow digestion and keeps hunger much more controlled through the morning hours. Add vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms, or peppers for more fiber, vitamins, and volume without extra sugar. Keep it simple, because you do not need a fancy recipe to create a healthier breakfast after 60. 1 or 2 eggs with vegetables and whole grain toast can be far better than sugary pastries daily. And if you have cholesterol concerns or heart disease, talk with your doctor about what works best personally. If you want a simple what to eat instead list for the week, comment 1 right now below. Unsweetened Greek yogurt with berries is another smart breakfast swap that many seniors enjoy after making the change. The important word here is unsweetened, because flavored yogurt often contains surprising amounts of hidden added sugar daily. Plain Greek yogurt gives you protein without the heavy sugar found in many colorful yogurt cups today. Then berries add natural sweetness, color, and fiber without the same sugar load as juice or smoothies. This breakfast works especially well for people who want something quick, cold, and easy every single morning. You can also add chia seeds, walnuts, or flaxseed to make it even more filling and satisfying daily. Small swaps add up, especially when repeated consistently over weeks and months instead of extreme dieting approaches. Replacing 1 sweet yogurt cup with Greek yogurt and berries may help mornings feel steadier over time naturally. Whole grain toast with healthy fat is another simple breakfast choice that works better for aging bodies daily. The key is choosing real whole grain bread instead of soft, white bread with misleading, healthy-looking packaging labels. Look for visible grains or seeds, and choose bread with more fiber per slice whenever possible for balance. Then add something that slows digestion, like avocado, natural peanut butter, almond butter, or even a simple egg. This is especially helpful for seniors who still love bread but do not want to give it up. You do not have to remove every comfort food, only make it work better for your body today. Now let's turn all of this into a simple breakfast plan that feels realistic and sustainable long-term. Here's a simple 7-day breakfast reset that many older adults can actually stick with without feeling overwhelmed daily. Not a strict diet, and not a complicated meal plan that becomes impossible to maintain after only days. Just a few realistic changes that may help your mornings feel steadier and more comfortable after age 60. Step 1 is replacing just 1 refined breakfast food each morning with a more balanced and supportive option. That could mean swapping sugary cereal for oatmeal or replacing sweet yogurt with Greek yogurt and berries instead. You do not need to change everything at once, because small, consistent changes usually work much better long term. Step 2 is adding more protein and fiber to breakfast because the body processes sugar differently after age 60. Protein and fiber help slow digestion, reduce hunger crashes, and support steadier energy through the rest of mornings. Even small additions like eggs, walnuts, berries, chia seeds, or flaxseed can make noticeable differences over time naturally. And step three is cutting back on hidden sugar and sodium sources that quietly affect energy and blood pressure. Not just obvious sweets, but also flavored creamers, breakfast bars, frozen sandwiches, and processed breakfast meats regularly consumed. These foods can quietly increase sugar spikes, water retention, and blood pressure for some seniors over time gradually. The goal is not fear, but awareness, because understanding your body helps you make smarter choices without restriction. And remember this, you can still enjoy breakfast, flavor, and comfort foods sometimes without feeling guilty about food. This is about helping your body feel more supported after 60 instead of punishing yourself for past eating habits. You can feel steadier without strict dieting, especially when small breakfast changes become simple daily habits over time. After 60, breakfast matters more than many people realize because it affects energy, cravings, focus, and blood sugar. And often the biggest improvements come from the smallest changes repeated consistently every single morning over time naturally. Switching from sugary cereal to oatmeal or replacing sweet yogurt with berries are simple but meaningful daily choices. These are simple habits, but over time they may support steadier mornings, better energy, and healthier routines overall. And most importantly, this is not about eating perfectly, but understanding your body changes naturally with age over time. You do not need to become extreme or afraid of food to support your health after age 60 naturally. You simply need a breakfast that works better for the body you have today instead of decades ago. Comment 1 if you want the next video tailored toward blood sugar, blood pressure, or cholesterol support goals. And tell me your age range in the comments too, whether you're in your 60, 70, or 80. I read every comment, and your answers help shape future videos made for this growing community of seniors. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.